Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your mid-month reading. Really, this is for anybody that happens upon my video, but it does help if you have your sun, moon, rising, midheaven, and or Venus, potentially your Mars, in the sign of Capricorn. Nonetheless, if you found yourself here, I'm sure that there is a message in here for you, so definitely sit back and enjoy what I have to say today. But let me know definitely in the comment section below how June has been thus far. I will leave a link at the end of this video of the overly thematic reading I did for June for you guys. I want to know how well those energies match up with what's been going on and or resonate with where you now find yourself. So definitely let me know, talk to me in the comments, but let's get into your reading. What came up energetically, what you can be expecting, was the Five of Wands reverse, followed by the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, also in reverse. Coming into the week of obstacles, or just obstacles you can be facing in general, you have the Hermit card that is in reverse, followed by the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. And then the last week of June, ways to overcome the energies, you have the Page of Swords, followed by the World card. Hopefully that focuses. Sorry with the lighting, I'm recording a lot later in the day than I normally do. And the final outcome card, you have the Page of Wands. So a lot of reversals. Thus far, you're the only sign that have had, I don't know if you're the only one that's had reversals, period, but definitely the most reversals in a spread. And what I'm picking up from that is that there's kind of been like a loss of direction. Like you don't know where you're going, you don't know what it is that you're fighting for anymore, you don't know what it is that you're working for anymore, and it's kind of like you don't even want to be bothered with figuring that out. I'm getting a sense of stubbornness with the first three cards that came out. As far as your energies, okay, I feel like you kind of don't really know, or you can't at this point, right, see what the bigger picture really is right now. You've lost sight of the bigger picture, and I'm seeing that as far as the obstacles that you're coming into, energies that you can be feeling if you haven't already felt this, right? Because energy is fluid. So this may have already happened by the time you watch this video. Or maybe what you're feeling now is kind of a sense of being unsettled, and you just don't want to be bothered. You don't want to figure it out. And why is that, right? I feel like coming into the mid-month and your obstacles, you need to figure out why it is that you don't want to see the bigger picture. I feel like you're looking at things the wrong way at this point, especially if your desires, your projects, your relationships, platonically, your familial relationships, your romantic relationships, if they haven't been manifesting to the degree of your expectation. Things just have not been going as you planned them. It's taking a lot longer for things to come to fruition, or for the foundation to be built and to have that stability in your relationships, or to have that financial abundance for you to be lucrative and work and feel like you are an industrial, productive person. It's taking a lot longer, and I feel like you're starting to have like a stubborn approach to the way that you're looking at it. Things are not going to come when you want to, and that's really what is spoken of in the Hermit card, right? It's one thing that you cannot fight against, and that is time, right? You will not be young forever. You will not have a high sexual libido. Don't know why that came through, but for whoever that applies to, you know, you're not going to have that forever. You're not going to always make a lot of money all the time. You're not always going to be on your high horse or in that high position all the time. You know, at some point you will die. Like, there are just some things that there's really nothing that you can hold on to in this life. Everything has a season. Everything moves in cycles. With day comes night. With the sun, you have the moon. With birth, you have death. And getting into a relationship, you're losing your singledom. There's always like a contrast, but nothing will ever remain as it is. So you just have to accept the things that you, what is that saying? It's like, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change the things that I can, and be wise enough to know the difference between the two. Something like that. You guys should know what I'm talking about roughly. That's what this Hermit card is talking about. And just really try your hardest to grasp the concepts of patience, having the spirit of patience. A lot of people lack that, and so you oftentimes will settle for the first thing that you see as opposed to the best buy, right? The best thing that is meant for you. A lot of people get scared because things aren't happening as they're supposed to, so they'll just pick something and go with that and just settle with that, which is unsatisfactory. And that's probably how you found yourself to be in this position of being kind of turned upside down, of just having like a sense of being lost in the direction that your life is headed in, right? It's not going where you thought it would, because you I don't want to say you made the wrong choice, because there really is no wrong choice, but whatever you have been doing in this past, I want to say at least 5 months to a year, potentially with this 10 of Pentacles, at least 10 months, but a year, it just hasn't been working for you. So just grasp the spirit of patience and understand that you cannot fight against time. Whatever it is that you desire will be released to you when it's supposed to. Just do what you can in the meantime. You know, don't distract yourself in things or get carried away with things that are not of your highest good, like falling into over drinking or doing drugs or having frivolous one-night stands, you know. But just take this time to like reconnect with yourself and the things that you enjoy. You know, just take some time off on your days off and go to like a sip and paint class, or go to the movies by yourself, or go to Barnes and Nobles and read up on the things that you have been curious about. You know, just try to find other ways to keep yourself busy while you wait for these things to fall into place. But definitely by the end of June, there's going to be swift movement forward. I'm hearing click. I'm hearing the word click. So I feel like by the end of June, something's going to click into place for you. You may hear a message. You may hear a harsh truth. I don't know if what I've been saying has been like harsh, but it could come through the medium of watching a video such as this, some type of tarot video where you hear something that may cause some like cognitive dissonance, some mental discomfort, but also gives you some clarity and kind of knocks you back into place or into balance, and then you're able to move forward in a new direction. You're able to regain the inspiration, like you hear what you need to move forward, or you see what you need to move forward, and taking a time out if that's what you feel like is necessary. If you take some time off from your job, or if you're self-employed and you just decide to go on like a mini hiatus, on a little vacation, taking a spiritual trip to like a Buddhist temple that came through, or doing something like that where you're re-immersing yourself in spiritual practices, or just getting back in touch with the spiritual side of yourself, taking that hiatus, getting back into deep meditation and oneness with self. By doing that and taking that time for yourself, you're able to come back together, and that clicks, and you hear what you need to in that period that can help you move forward, and you're regaining your balance. You have new creative insights, again, increased motivation to go after the things that you want, having a clear understanding of what you want. If maybe you have had points of confusion with what direction to move in, as this applies to your career or your relationships with people, a love affair, or like a partner that you want to commit to, or who you need in your life as a partner, like your divine counterpart. You're getting clear on that and being able to move in that new direction with more passion. I also see you possibly taking a trip. So if during this hiatus you don't do that, by the end of the month, this is the solution: to go on a vacation, to take a trip, to travel somewhere new. Page of Wands talks about adventure. But yeah, I'm just getting it that, like, if things just have slowed all the way down for you lately, they just haven't been working out in your favor with this World card, there is the end of a cycle. You are going to have a fresh start by the end of June. Things will be turning around and going in a better direction than it has been for you. As long as you are acknowledging what's been going on, and you are able to integrate that knowledge right into your life experiences, you're able to take the lessons from things that may have caused you a little bit of pain or upset or disruption in your life. Understand the bigger purpose for it. Definitely understand the bigger picture, so that you can have that fresh start. Because if you're going to act naive and aloof, or you're not going to be held accountable for the part that you also play in it, you can start another cycle of the same thing. It will repeat itself until you get it and you make a different decision. So just be wary of that. Of course, it's going to play out differently for different people. This just depends on where you are in your spiritual journey, how conscious you are, and how responsible you want to be for your life and the direction that it can go in for what you can control. Again, right? Going back to that Hermit card. Like, if it's not going to matter in 5 years, don't spend 5 minutes on it. If it's not going to matter in 5 minutes, don't spend 5 seconds on it and being upset about something that you can't do anything about. Just take control over what you can and move forward with that. I feel like it sounds a little bit redundant, but I just want to drive that point home because it keeps coming to mind. So that's what I have for you guys as far as chakras go. Your root chakra, sacral chakra, throat chakra, and your heart chakra need to be realigned. If you don't know how to do that, I will leave the link in the description box below. But definitely give me a thumbs up if this video resonated for you. Share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more. I will talk to you guys in July. So take care.